You risk life and limb.
You're jeopardizing your safety every time you get in a car.
Right. That's why you got to take
just
extra
because
precaution.
You didn't hurt yourself or damage property doesn't mean you weren't in jeopardy.
Okay, so I could say this. To the last 20 years, I never wrecked, did bodily damage, and came through the windshield car. That never happened.
But see, I don't like your example because there is a lot of measure of safety in driving. Yes, a lot of people die. More people die in auto accidents, just about anything else. But I drive every single day, and I'm a pretty safe driver. What I'm saying is you're walking on top of the railing of a bridge.
Right. Balancing.
You're
balancing
doing,
the rail.
You're doing the tightrope.
Right.
On a bridge, on the edge, up on top of the railing, and you didn't fall. Maybe the thing is, we don't know. We may have fallen. We don't know.
Gust of wind. One of the tightrope walkers that was doing it, a gust of wind did blow him off, and he died. One of the flying Walendas.
I'm saying is that
happen.
Somebody could have gotten something from her servers that will one day in the future cause the death of Americans.
Crucifer!
And we don't even know!
They got Crucifer, this hacker.
Yeah?
Crucifer's coming to town. They're bringing him to America.
Okay, so...
It did jeopardize it because they arrested this hacker who hacked into... He said, check this out, folks. Check this out. He said he would wake up in the morning and read through her emails while drinking a cup of coffee. And he said it was just like reading a newspaper.
Let's see what Chris is typing today.
And he said it was just like a soap opera.
Oh my god.
He said it was just casually, just thought it was kind of neat, you know.
So he said, this is his quote from Obama. I continue to believe that she has not jeopardized American national security. What I've also said is that, and she has acknowledged, that there is a carelessness in terms of managing emails that she has owned and she recognizes. The president also said that there are varying degrees of classified material being handled in the upper reaches of government. Quote, what I also know, because I've handled a lot of classified information myself, is that there's classified and there's classified. I'm literally reading his quote.
Hold on, what is? What it depends on what is.
No. When with regards to that woman over there, there's hot and then there's hot.
Okay.
All right. So there's stuff that is really top secret, and there's stuff that is being presented to the president or the Secretary of State that you might not want on the transom or going out over the wire, but is basically stuff that you could get in open source. Yeah, you can get it in open source because it was on a private server.
It should have never been open source.
Oh my gosh, exactly. But I also think that it's important to keep in this perspective. This is somebody who has served her country for 4 years as Secretary of State and did an outstanding job. Wow, he is going to bat for her.
What's next? The pardon?
I guarantee that there is no political influence in any investigation conducted by the Justice Department or FBI, not just in this case, but in any case. Period. Full stop. No, nobody gets treated differently when it comes... We're seeing this with General Petraeus. We are literally observing special treatment. And you're sitting there looking us dead in the eye and lying to our face like a bold-faced liar.
Once again.
You're a liar. Oh my gosh, you're not even trying to hide the fact that you're a liar. You're no longer even trying.
No, not at all.
Because nobody is above the law, as he says.
Except for him.
I do not talk to the Attorney General about pending investigations, he said. So this goes along with you'll never find an order from Hitler gassing all the Jews.
Correct. Never. That'll never happen.
I do not talk to FBI directors about pending investigations. We have a strict line and always have maintained it. Yeah, because you don't need to have direct communications. During the interview, his first with Fox News Sunday since becoming president, Obama discussed the GOP response to Judge Merrick Garland's Supreme Court nominee as an attempt to take over the country as a communist nation. That's my... Originally, this is a quote from him. Originally, the Republicans said they wouldn't meet with him at all. Now a number of them are already having meetings. And the questioning that they're having privately with Judge Garland is something that should be done publicly.
Really?
Though a hearings process, so the American a hearings process, so the American people can make their own assessment. You know why he feels confident in that?
Why is that?
Because the brainwashing of America is complete.
Oh, no, it is.
Hashtag resist capitalism. Holy crap.
Well, and to his point, this whole thing with his executive amnesty.
Yeah, I mean,
executive amnesty.
It has been... It's interesting that you say that. We have come to the point in American history where executive orders, judicial legislation from the bench, is just become totally not only acceptable, but it's being believed that is the American process.
Right.
That is what's in the Constitution. That's what they're supposed to do.
Judges rewrite laws and they redefine words.
And the president acts as king, and when he says something, if it gets written down and labeled as an executive order, that is law. And the American people have come to accept that.
Right.
It's totally unconstitutional.
Right.
So, yeah, that's breaking news on Obama.
Well, check this out. Krauthammer was with Brett Baer, and they were talking about this executive order. His executive action, he's being sued by 26... Obama is being sued by 26 states currently over this executive action. And Brett Baer had Krauthammer on, and they discussed it. And what Krauthammer said was quite stunning. So I just want to roll that clip about Krauthammer talking. Okay, I guess we won't roll that clip, Krauthammer talking.
Well, let me interrupt you with this. Colorado caucus, which happened on March 1st, a month ago, a month and 10 days ago. If you look at the Democratic side, it says Sanders won 38% to Clinton's 28%. I'm sorry, delegates. 59% Sanders won to Clinton's 43%. When you click on Republican now, it says the Colorado Republican caucus was on March 1st. Results aren't available for this caucus. Wow.
What is...
Wow. I'll tell you what, this is the most anti-democratic crap I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's the worst. This is the worst. And I said this...
Later this month, the U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments on this case, United States versus
Thanks for
Texas,
interrupting.
and it has to do with 26 states challenging the executive orders that President Obama issued in 2014. Here's a brief for the petitioners. Quote, non-qualified alien is not categorically barred, however, from participating in certain federal earned benefit programs associated with lawfully working in the United States, the Social Security, retirement, and disability, Medicare, and railroad worker programs, so long as the alien is lawfully present in the United States as determined by the Secretary. Case potentially, Charles, changes the whole ballgame. It changes the environment in which immigration law is being dealt with.
I think it's bigger than that. If the president is allowed to go ahead and to do this, and it's decided that it's constitutional, then you can send Congress home and you can eliminate Article 1 from the Constitution. Then there are no laws. I mean, the judge is right. As a policy issue, the Congress decides, it passes the law, it decided that this is not appropriate. The president has a big heart with your tax money, and the Congress said no, it goes only to citizens. And if the president can unilaterally overturn that, then we have no laws, and we have essentially a single branch of government that legislates. This is a huge decision. I do not understand how the 4 liberal justices will, as they will, resist the logic here.
Will, as they will, resist the logic here. How will the 4 liberal judges resist the logic, as they will resist the logic? How will they resist the logic?
So he's saying they're going to resist this, but how will they justify it with logic?
Yeah, curious. You can't make up their justifications.
Well, they will.
Oh, they will do it.
Oh, and they can.
And I cannot sit here and unless I'll throw out the Chewbacca defense.
Oh, I'm telling you.
They might use that one.
They've used worse than the Chewbacca defense.
Right.
I still cannot believe that Heller versus D.C. Second Amendment case, that, hey, it says militia, so I'm going to declare right now, even though it doesn't say that if you have any comprehension skills whatsoever, that you can only have a gun if you're in a militia.
Correct.
Even though that's not what it says, we're just going to say that.
It has to be a well-oiled militia.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it needs to be driven regularly.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh. So, we have flown off the rails on Smith Radio.
This is something that I've struggled with throughout my presidency. The problem is that, I'm the President of the United States. I'm not the Emperor of the United States.
Oh, and that is the problem, isn't it?
It is the problem.
Oh.
It is the problem. Wow, we need to oil this thing up. We forgot all about. Since we're into the, we slipped down the Obama road. Oh, did we do all that from? Okay. Then I had the thing with. The Neil Cavuto. Okay, yeah. So we're done with Obama for the most part, but there was this thing that come up this week about Paul Ryan. You're like, what?
I cannot believe we're about to have Paul Ryan, the reluctant warrior.
Okay, so this is what Paul Ryan has done this week. He released this video ad.
What really bothers me the most of politics these days is this notion of identity politics. That we're going to win an election by dividing people, rather than inspiring people on our common humanity, on our common ideals, and our common culture, on the things that should unify us. We all want to be prosperous. We all want to be healthy. We want everybody to succeed. We want people to reach their potential in their lives. Now, liberals and conservatives are going to disagree with one another on that. No problem. That's what this is all about. So let's have a battle of ideas. Let's have a contest of whose ideas are better and why our ideas are better.
Paul Ryan, 2016.
Paid for by Paul Ryan. Okay, so...
Not endorsed by any candidate.
except the RNC. Endorsed fully by the RNC. So according to sources in Paul Ryan's office, the video was the latest of a series of, quote, repurposed content. Repurposed content.
I don't even know what that means.
Unquote. This is a series of repurposed content from Ryan's March 23rd speech for the purpose of sharing online. Quote, Ryan has sunk a lot of taxpayer resources into his communications team, hiring 8 communication staffers when he took the office, with plans to hire a dozen more staffers, according to Politico. In a response to a query from Breitbart, Ryan spokesperson Ash Lee Strong said the video was just another example of Ryan's larger communications efforts. Upon taking this job, Speaker Ryan was clear he would need to do things differently.